I will go live.
Go live now. It's your birthday.
I've gone live now, and I think this is too loud, so I'm going to turn it down because that's at full volume.
You've gone loud now.
Yes. Go live, go loud.
Funk show, brother.
So hey, this is on the Stick After Dark. This is the finale of Sticksmas. Quickly.
Finally.
Yeah.
Finally, Christmas is over.
Finally,
on Groundhog Day.
On Groundhog Day. We
on Groundhog Day.
Christmas.
Yeah.
It's your fault, Alex, because
it's not my fault that I have a job.
It is your fault that you have a job. Who else's fault would it be that you have a job?
But when we go to sleep, it will be Sticksmas again.
That's right.
Sticksmas demands sacrifice.
Did you guys ever have you ever read Clive Barker wrote a young adult novel called what the hell is it called?
Frog Town.
No. No. And now I can't remember the title of it, so I have to look it up. But it's about this kid goes to this what he thinks is this magical land where every day is a holiday. It's like one day it's Easter, and then it's I don't know. He's
Some
British, so it's not like 4th of July, but it's like, it's Christmas, and then it's New Year's, and then
Flag
it's
Day,
right, or whatever. And so like every week is like all the holidays. Yeah, right. And then, but he finds out when he tries to leave, and then does leave, that like this guy is like taking his youth, and that every week is a whole year back in the normal world. It's really good, and now I can't remember.
Are you talking about the picture of Dory in Hotel California?
Yes,
yeah, I read that.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. You got me. You nailed it.
Because you can never leave, but then also shit about stealing your age.
I think it's called The Thief of Always, but now I'm
that actually does sound familiar.
That's correct. Yes, Clive Barker, The Thief of Always.
No, that's just the person who stole a copy of the movie Always from the local Blockbuster.
Right.
I
So yeah,
that's what
that's a good
said.
Book.
Can we check the tape on that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shout out to that Richard Dreyfuss and Dan Goodman. John Goodman.
John Goodman.
Yeah.
And Holly Hunter.
Dan from Roseanne.
Yes.
Don't give Holly Hunter a short trip here.
Okay, there we go.
Right.
Also, that's not a great movie.
Anyways, this is this game though is pretty good, and this is one where
Vampire Survivors. Yeah,
that
great.
game is also really good.
Hang on, we're gonna get
spoilers.
Yeah. So, bullets per minute, BPM bullets per minute was given to me by Alex. I'm not actually playing right now because playing this game and talking about it would be, I think, literally impossible.
Literally.
Well, playing it, I mean, I would be able to play it technically, but playing it with any level
you would not be playing it well. Yeah.
Like, imagine trying to play Rock Band and have a conversation at the same time.
Not good.
Do that.
Yeah.
Good. So this is a roguelike rhythm-based first-person shooter.
Crypt of the Necro Shooter Mancer. Now available. BPM's more catchy. That's why they went with that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Although you can't just search for BPM on the internet to try to find information about it. You have to search for BPM bullets per minute. Well, yeah,
you can. I don't recommend it.
Yeah, I wouldn't, but you can. So this is
just like, yo, did you see this new Archspire album? It's got a 400 BPM song on it. It's crazy.
Yeah. What was that number I said, Kurt? 2350? Does that sound right?
That does sound right.
23 Skidoo.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm gonna fast forward to my good run, the good run I got during this recording session, so we can watch me do like a decent job. You're gonna watch me. I mean, if I don't skip to this run, you'll watch me eat it a whole bunch of times. So
that's fine.
Yeah. So this is. I'm glad that the parameters for Sticksmas are what they are, because I think I would have bounced off of this game if I wasn't supposed to play it for 4 hours, as part of the thing. Right?
Like if you just bought it yourself because Alex said it was cool, you'd have played for like 20 minutes and been like, meh.
I probably would have played for like an hour or an hour and a half and been like, it's not really working for me. But after about the second or third hour, I was like, no, this game actually rules. It's very hard. But
this is a game.
It's
see,
on
I had
brand
the opposite,
for Alex.
which is that. Yeah, exactly. The on-ramp was much shorter, which I was like, that's a fucking awesome idea. And then, I was like, let me try this. And then I was like, fuck, this is awesome.
I was on board with the idea for sure. Like when you posted about it, like in like spring or
Forever
something,
ago.
I think, or summer, you posted about it.
Maybe
when you
even
started
winter
playing it.
of
Or
2020.
winter or fall.
Yeah. And so
It could have been summer or spring also. So many choices.
right. So
was it a solstice?
whenever it was, well, it could have been an equinox. So who knows?
And what time zone was I in too? We got to think
Pacific.
about this.
That much I know for sure.
Me
But
too.
Could have been a lagoon. Who can say?
Yeah.
But
A lagoon.
What was the moon doing in the tides?
like it was on my Steam wish list before Alex gave it to me. I was on board with the premise. I just, but then I played it and I was like, okay, I get what they're doing here. So you can see the crosshairs has a little beat marker on it. And the pistol you can fire and reload on the half beat. And the pistol by default has eight rounds to a clip. So it's easy to just do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, click, click, reload, and keep a beat that way. But now this gun that I have now, which I do the rest of this run with, you can only fire, I think, every other beat. So like twice per measure you can fire this gun, if I remember correctly. And, you don't want to... If you get off beat, you literally can't shoot if you're off the beat. And you can't reload if you're off the beat.
Oh, I've never seen that gun.
It's a good gun. And you can't dash multiple... Like, you can dash and let your dash meter refill, like, all the way, but if you dash on the beat, you can just keep dashing.
Yeah, dash... You can't dash on a half beat. You have to dash on a beat.
And if
you have to have one full beat between is probably a better way to explain it.
Right.
You can't dash on a half beat. But anyway.
But if you
Serves
dash...
as a cooldown.
Right, but if you dash and don't dash on the next beat, the cooldown is longer than if you hit it on the beat. Right? Like, so...
I don't know, man. All this shit that you're talking about, I just do it by feel, so I don't really pay attention to it. Like the meter's there, I do not pay attention.
I don't watch the beat meter at all when I'm playing.
Okay, all right.
But I'm saying
like,
for
I don't
people
know,
who
man,
are
you just
watching
play-
and not playing, so they can't feel it, I'm just saying that thing in the middle is the beat. So
Watching the beat meter is a good way to get shot in the face by a baby bat.
Oh, absolutely. There's a lot of it's basically like, what if you were playing Doom, like old school, like Doom 1, you just have to dodge a bunch of projectiles and shit, but then also you were playing a rhythm game.
You can look up and down, so it's more like Quake, but yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's actually
and also there's
fair.
a giant like chickadee that sells you items. So
Yeah, he's good.
he's very good.
The music, one in
It's like
general,
a
in this game
parakeet
is
or
good.
something.
But two,
It's a
the
great
shop
bird.
music is great.
It's extremely good. The shopkeeper is extremely good. Also, the soundtrack in this game, I believe Alex would say that it fucks.
I would say that, yeah. It's good.
This sort of like, well, you can hear it now. Probably not as clear as if you're playing the game. Obviously you're not going to hear it that clearly, but it's this sort of, I guess I would kind of categorize it as like industrial metal. Like the backbeats are very like, KMFDM. And there's like there's a synth line that runs through every track, sort of
They're all
like
the same
Rise
beats per minute,
Fulber,
too,
right?
so
Yeah.
you
So you never get fucked up by.
Yeah, you always know what's going on and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So there are 4 dungeons, I think.
I mean, there's double that because each one has like multiple
Each one has
parts.
2 parts,
Oh.
at least 2 parts or whatever. I have.
There's like 10
I have
stages
only
or-
cleared the first 2.
what's it like to be a scrub?
I don't know. It's fine. Have you cleared them all?
Yeah. I haven't beaten hard, but I also haven't put a ton of time into hard. I've kind of because you can get multiple characters and stuff, so
Right,
I've beaten normal with multiple people, but I have not finished hard. And like I said, I haven't put a ton of time into it, but it's like every once in a while I'll be like, oh, let me try BPM, and then I play it for an hour or so, and I'm like, yeah, that was fun, and then I kind of take some time off and come back to it later, which is
Yeah.
fine. I feel like if I play a rhythm game too much, I start to go insane. So this is
and
you
you
have to
start
choose
doing
how to
you
engage
start
with it.
making a sandwich on beat. It's.
I don't know what that
It
means.
fucks with you. you know, like you take the bread out, you put the bread on like one slice at a time on the beat, and then you like dip the knife, and you know, that's like it works its way that you start walking on the beat of like the music in the rhythm game. You know, like that's what happens to me. Like,
well, you might be crazy. I
mean,
don't
maybe. That's what I play too much of a rhythm game. Then I'm like stuck doing everything on a rhythm because I get so used to being like a slave to the beat, as they say. So these little statues let you bump your stats. Treasure chests have money. Money can buy stuff, health boosts, and like, I mean, it's a roguelike, right? So there's like, I don't think I've seen all of the guns. I mean, Alex said you haven't seen this one that I'm using in this run, so.
I don't like a lot of the guns too.
I don't like a lot of the guns either, actually.
So that's a thing too, is like I'll have like a good run going and then I'll find like a new gun and it'll completely, there's one that's like burst fire.
I hate it. Really, I hate that fucking thing so much.
There's a single shot one too, which I thought I was gonna like, but it's like for the shot you have to reload it like multiple times for each shot to get a true reload. I'm like, no, fuck, it's because it's like fire, reload, like on that.
So this one has a
between two beats.
This one,
it's like, no, what the fuck?
Yeah, this one you can only fire like twice per measure, like I said before, but it has infinite ammo, so you never have to reload. So like the short,
I mentioned this to you before, Joe, but there's a minigun also.
Yeah, so I had a really good run with the minigun.
You just hold the fucking button. You don't have to worry about the rhythm game.
The first trigger pull, first trigger pull has to be on the beat.
Yeah.
And the reload has to be on the beat. But all the shots in between do not have to be on the beat because just.
And let me tell you, when you get the thing that makes your bullets explode, it's pretty strong. Don't ask me how I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I like the aesthetic. I like that. Sometimes there's random like alternate versions of the stages. Like there are dark versions and there are frozen versions. And
say Ice Floor sucks ass.
Ice Floor sucks ass.
There's a space one where you can.
Oh yeah, really right. The moon has moon gravity. Yeah. I don't know if there's any others. Those I think are the only 3 variations I've seen. And dark.
I feel like there's more.
I think dark is not only that like it is dark, but I think the enemies are stronger in the dark version. Too,
there's
right?
some where like you get better rewards and stuff. I forget what that's called though. But yeah, there's just different kinds of stuff. Hey, guess what? It's random and shit happens randomly.
It's a roguelike.
I do think while I like
random
this game
things
a lot.
Happen.
Yeah, while I do like this game a lot, I do think it's not perfect. Like the main thing that I think sucks about it is you'll see an item and it'll give you like a 3-word description.
Yes.
And you're like, I don't know what that does still.
Right.
And then I have to like look it up on the wiki. And it's like, I'd rather all this just be here so I can just decide. And
also, I mean, I guess it's the case with any roguelike, but some of the items are just like fucking super unbalanced. Like, I mean, we were talking about the minigun, and like this gun actually feels a little bit unbalanced too, just because it does so much damage and never has to be reloaded.
Yeah.
But there's like an item. I got an item on one run that I had that was like a pretty good run, where it made all of the. It was like a discount card for all the shops where everything was half price.
Oh yeah.
And so it's just like, oh, well, like now I'm just gonna buy everything because like.
Yeah. Because you can.
I can fully heal at every shop. Basically, I can extend my life bar at every shop. Like, I can, you know, do whatever. Yeah, this one kind of sucks, though. This power that I just picked up here, where you can give health to get increased luck. Like, so you can take damage before you open a chest, and, like, maybe the chest will have better shit in it, but, like...
Yeah, I don't know about that.
There's so few random heals in this game that like I really sacrificing health was like unless there was like if there was like a little sword shrine where there was a good item because you can see the item on the sword shrine.
Yeah.
And so then it's like, well, I'll take the damage because I know that's good. But like
totally.
Otherwise I was pretty hesitant to trade health for anything just because like
getting hurt is bad.
You don't heal at the end of a stage, like you don't, you know, you and like basically everything does 25 damage, like no matter what it is, and you only have 100 health by default for the most part. So and like the first guy you unlock has more health but he can't heal, which is like
all shields.
that kind of sucks. He starts with the Magnum, which is nice because I do like the Magnum.
I like the Magnum too. So actually, the first one I had, I got an item which gives you a shield that when you get hit, it regenerates. So you only get one shield, but you always get it back after like it's like 20 seconds or something. So it's like, oh, cool.
Sick.
As long as I just space out, like I can get hit a bunch.
Right.
Like, and anytime there was a sword shrine, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna take that. All because like it would be back before I ran into the next group of enemies. So I just had a bunch of items and shit. And then I unlocked that guy, and I was like, oh, this sucks. He can't heal. And one of the first items I got was convert all your shields to health. And I was like, oh, I now have 125 or 150 health instead of shields. I was like, okay, great. Like, cool. And yeah, and the revolver is probably my favorite gun. So yeah, that shit's. I actually would like the pistol probably the best if it had more range, but it doesn't.
Yeah,
so,
range and damage upgrades are the ones I always pay for. Like if I see a range or damage upgrade, I'm like, yep, definitely throwing down a coin for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I like this game quite a bit. I haven't played any of it since I actually recorded this gameplay footage because I've been trying to catch up on stuff for the Stickies. And also been playing a shitload of Vampire Survivors. So,
yeah.
I haven't gone back to this.
I'm playing Vampire Survivor literally right now and haven't.
I mean, I'm going to be playing it like in a minute, so...
Yeah. I'm just saying, like,
I just want to state for the record that I am also playing Vampire Survivors.
I believe Kurt is also playing Vampire.
I am also playing Vampire Survivors. Yes.
I'm Spartacus.
I'm Spartacus, and so's my wife.
Oh yeah, the only time you can go off beat is when you kill a boss. Then you can just like hammer on the fire button and nuke the boss.
Yeah. That game's really fun, though.
Yeah, it's really good. I like it a lot.
Soundtrack's really good. If you're not going to play it, at least just, like, hit up YouTube for the soundtrack.
Yeah.
And then be like, oh, that was good.
I think the soundtrack's on Bandcamp, isn't it?
Probably is. There was just a Friday last week, so we did this a week too late.
It's a Friday every week, I think.
Is there? I didn't think... Yeah, right, thank you.
Well, eventually one day there won't be, but... I don't know if we'll be around for
someday,
that.
Yeah, we'll get close enough to the... or we'll
eat death of the universe.
Well, no, there'll be extra days because the Earth will slow down in its rotation. So there'll be a Friday and like
every day is Friday. Always the optimist, Joe.
That's right. There'll be an extra Friday.
Yeah.
Always Friday somewhere.
That's right. Or maybe we'll just add an extra month. I guess we'll finally have lousy Smarch weather when the Earth slows down its rotation. Anyways, that's Bullets Per Minute.
But before that, play Bullets Per Minute, now available.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this, like, I don't know, the thing that is always a little bit, it's the thing about roguelikes, right, is like, if you get a good loadout, you have more fun, and you make it further, and if you get a shit loadout, that sucks. Sucks to suck, you know. This game, I feel like, has maybe a little bit more of that than even, like, something like Vampire Survivors, which I'm going to start playing in a minute. Like, this game, there's, like you said, like, you hadn't even seen this gun before, and I've picked up a lot of guns, and I feel like I definitely haven't seen all the guns. And some of the guns are real bad, and some of the items and upgrades are shit, and if you just get, like, a round where you're getting nothing that's worth the shit, it's going to be... It's going to be a rough go. Yeah.
Yeah, but so. I mean, I think it's like, I think any run is manageable basically, but it's definitely going to be, it's a roguelike. Some are going to be easier than others.
Yeah.
So, and you definitely like, since it is ultimately like a very fast-paced first-person shooter, you do have to like be on point. Like you got to be like moving around. You can't stand still. You got to like circle strafe like a bunch of dudes, you know, like. Right. It's not like a Slay the Spire in a roguelike. You know what I mean? Like that's like you're just picking shit from a menu. And I love Slay the Spire, don't get me wrong. However, it's very kinetic and fast, so you gotta just...
Yeah, this is kind of the opposite of like that or Fights in Tight Spaces or whatever, where you can kind of like multitask while you play it and kind of like not be paying 100% attention. Like this game...
Yeah, you gotta pay attention.
You gotta pay... That's why I recorded this instead of playing it live, because like you have to pay attention to play worth it.
But if you do, I think it's fine. I think it's like the rhythm element is not overwhelming. It's just a little extra thing to engage with while you're
Yes.
just running around playing a fast first-person shooter. Like,
Yes.
and that's cool. And I'm glad that somebody did that.
Yes.
Somebody had like $1 million idea and then made it specifically for me, and I don't have $1 million to give them.
Yeah, I hope they made $1 million on this game. I feel like it's on. Is it on Switch or coming to Switch? I feel like I heard at some point.
On Switch,
So,
yeah, I believe it's been out. I think it's on everything pretty much. It's not. Oh wait, one last thing before we get to the game that we're all currently playing. The one last thing I don't like about this game is the look of it. The stages,
like
every
the look of
stage
it,
has like a
actually.
color.
Yeah.
I liked it at first, but then after a while, I'm like, man, can the stages just look normal instead of just having like one color?
A
where
filter
shit, like,
over.
Yeah,
Put,
it's
a
like
filter. Yeah.
it's.
Sorry. I don't know.
Sometimes it can be hard to see where the enemies are depending on like what stage we're talking about and what enemy we're talking about.
That's
so
true.
it's just like why? Like, why is this here? Can I turn this off? The answer is I don't think so.
Soundtrack is
You
not
can
on
change.
Bandcamp.
No, that's a bummer.
You can change the color, which I think is funny.
Yeah,
They're like,
well, there's colorblind options, right?
right,
make
yeah,
it,
exactly, and that's why. And I'm like, but it's just funny that there's like, hey, can I turn this filter off? No. You can make it pink. It's like, all right, well, can I turn
cool.
it off? No.
I don't know.
Alright.
I didn't find it to be that bothersome, but you've played, I think,
It's-
several more hours of it than I have.
It has a
so-
cool
No, it's
bird.
fine. I just like him a
It
little.
has a very cool bird.
That's a cool bird.
It's got a good bird, and more games need good birds. I think we can all agree
You know,
on that.
I wasn't really feeling the rhythmic thing of it, but the bird is cool. So
I mean, I think if it was more involved than it is, I think it would be not good. Like, I think it's like just enough
There's
to
just
engage
enough
with.
to it, yeah.
Yeah, that it's not overwhelming. Like, I think.
no, but I just meant like when I was playing the little bit I played. I didn't play very much of it, but the little bit I played, it just felt like sometimes I couldn't shoot, and then sometimes I could.
You're just off the beat, man.
And then but then when I was on the beat, it didn't really feel like anything. It was just like, oh, now I can shoot. But I'm not good at rhythm games in general, so.
I was gonna say, it sounds to me like you just don't like rhythm games, which I think you just confirmed. So there you go. Like, yeah, if you like, I don't know, what's a rhythm game?
If you like Parappa the Rappa and Quake,
Hell yeah!
then
First of all,
this
high
is
five.
yeah, right.
I like both of those things, but
But not together. Didn't work out for you.
no.
That's fair. Like I said, I for the first couple hours, I was like, yeah, this isn't really working for me. And then so I killed that octopus, and then it like didn't drop anything. It dropped a key.
I
It
think I
didn't
had
drop
that happen
anything
before.
like good, I guess. Like I mean, keys are good in this game.
He's open doors.
These are good.
They open doors, they open chests, some chests, but like I killed a giant octopus. I wanted more, I guess. Anyways,
Wanted, like, 8 keys.
Yeah. But I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to Vampire Survivors.
Yeah. I don't even need.
I can
Nonsense.
play it or play it with the Steam overlay enabled. I don't really
game's-
know
this
what the
game's-
point of having whatever. Okay. Anyways,
This game is fucking nonsense.
What is Vampire Survivors?
Yeah.
it's the best
Not
kind
great.
of nonsense, though.
No, I didn't say it was bad. I just said it was fucking
I
nonsense.
mean, it is fucking nonsense. You're right. It's accurate. Okay, controller. whenever
Oh,
you
I got a
connect.
5 chest. Hell yeah.
Nonsense Simulator 2020.
5 chests are good.
Oh, it's too soon.
I should probably turn the.
Oh man, it's all fucking trash. Hell yeah.
Well, that's because you picked up trash, Alex. If that's the case.
No, I know. I have all the good stuff already that I have picked up. So I got 3 of the like health regen upgrades. I'm like, great.
So I haven't unlocked the priest yet.
He's good. He's not my favorite, but he's good.
Is that the one that gets the huge
Well,
amount boost at the
Speed
beginning?
and duration
of the...
bonuses.
Okay. There's a
gets,
lady that gets a huge
yeah.
amount bonus, or not amount, but area bonus at the beginning, and it
Yeah.
just leads to like it's not. I don't think she's that good of a character, but it looks ridiculous when You
I
pick
think
up an axe or a
I
think
boomerang or
everybody-
whatever, and the boomerang is like half of the screen and it's flying around.
I think honestly, pretty much every character is viable in this game. I don't think anybody's bad.
Yeah, I think so.
Well,
I mean, it's not.
That's
really
because you
balanced.
can like pick up, like it doesn't take long to get your first weapon that isn't
Yeah,
like whatever
you
start
start
with.
with. And some
Like right
characters
there we
start
go.
with, like, the best weapon.
And I got like
so-
I start like the skeleton boy, especially once you have the duplicator to start with. Like once you pay for the duplicator upgrade in the shop, where you start with 2 bones, he's pretty good to start. But like this is 3. Sorry,
Hey,
I'm
by
gonna
the
back
way-
up for people who don't know
Yeah.
what the fuck this is.
Yeah, I was gonna say. you
This
might wanna-
is Vampire
set the stage.
Survivors. It is a roguelike. Okay, it's a roguelike
Roguelite.
top-down shooter.
It's not a
That
shooter.
it is a shooter that
you don't
uses
think-
that cribs Castlevania art and tries to make the goal is to become the boss of a Danmaku. Like by the end, you should be the boss in a cave game. That's the goal. That's where you
The
want to be.
slogan is become. It's be the bullet
Be
hell.
the bullet
That's
hell.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the game that I feel like
That's-
someone kind of made
that's
this for me. Which
That's
was
the
nice
kind of
them.
game this is. It is not a shooter. It is a bullet hell simulator.
Right.
Please understand.
Sorry, what comes after bullet hell when you're talking about bullet hells? Bullet hell what? Bullet hell dance game? Bullet hell
Bullet hell space game.
Oh, bullet hell space game. Okay.
Some of them are like
So-
high orbit, I guess, if you want to
Yeah.
get technical.
So basically the goal is to level up as fast as possible to get more weapons and then level up the weapons you have. I think it's pretty much universally agreed upon by now that you really want to like power level one item as quickly as you can with your early levels. Whenever it's offered to you, if you can get something fully powered within the first, if you could within your first 8 levels, that would be optimal. That probably never happens. But
You definitely, if you're playing on the harder difficulty, you need to have like a level 8 weapon by like 12 minutes.
yeah,
Otherwise, you're
or
going to
your
die.
host. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Is there a hard difficulty?
The mad
There's
mad
hyper
versions or hyper mode, yeah, hyper. That's
Yeah.
right.
Oh, hyper mode.
Yeah, it's not really
So-
that much hard.
It's
I
not
actually
hard.
think
It's better because you move
You
faster.
move faster,
It just
yeah.
feels
Yeah.
better.
So this is
does.
a super good drop for level 1 because all 3 of these weapons are actually pretty good.
What are they?
Rune Tracer, Santa Water, and the Fire Wand are what I got on my
those
first.
are all
drop.
really good. I'm a
I would
big
take
fan of
I would
Tracer.
take Rune Tracer there. Like Rune Tracer is like your DPS powerhouse. You can't aim
Right.
it, so it's not always. You can't only rely on that, but it just does so much damage because it.
Yeah,
Especially
I
if you're
mean,
playing on library.
well, I'm playing in Green Acres because it's the
Yeah,
place
it's
to
still
be.
good there, but it's better in the
Um,
library because like the library is a smaller area for it to bounce around in.
Right.
But
So yeah, but like.
Don't-
So
I was gonna say, don't sleep on Santa Water though. Santa Water is insane.
No, since you mentioned that, and I ended up doing
Yeah.
a run where I upgrade. Oh, see, now I got garlic on my second level up.
Garlic is.
So
take that.
I got axe, magic wand, and garlic. So I'm gonna
I
take garlic.
literally, right before we started recording, unlocked garlic, and then I kept getting upgrades for it, and I was like, "Wow, I'm just knifing through everything. This is insane."
garlic is the early game champ.
early game champ.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you're at like,
Yeah.
if you haven't picked up garlic and you're at like, and you've got like another fully powered up weapon, you probably don't need it. But early game, like
It's
as you
still-
can see, I'm just like mowing down everything that gets close to me.
I mean, just
So-
walking through entire swarms of bats is an amazing
No,
thing.
it's
Yes.
definitely early game
Yes.
champ. But it's still good later game because if you get the Bible, which makes like a big shield around you, basically, that it's like a buzzsaw. You just walk through guys.
Right.
If something does manage to get past the buzzsaw, the garlic will like push them out.
Right.
Um,
And then they get back into the buzzsaw of the Bible.
Yeah. So that 1-2 punch is like garlic you never do huge numbers with, but like past the early game, but like man, it helps out like a lot. It's a
Right.
utility thing, like late game.
It can.
But-
I mean, if you make it to a certain point where you can be pretty reasonably sure that you're going to be able to like upgrade and evolve everything you have.
So what's
yeah.
what's the max? You say max out a thing? How
All the
many
weapons
levels?
have
There's
8
8
levels, and some
And then Some, but not all of them, you can find an extra item, like one of the booster items will let you like get a 9th level super version of that item.
There's one
so
that
like
has,
so like
There's one that kind of does that twice, right?
yeah.
Speak of the devil.
I was trying to think of what's a good example, but like the axes will turn into death scythes.
Yes, and that owns. That's a really good
Yeah.
weapon. That thing does a ton of damage.
Or like if you get the knife to level 9 by getting 8 knives, and then it's like a glove, then you just shoot like 1,000,000 knives constantly out of you in the direction you're facing. So it's just really easy to like rip through waves of enemies. So that way you kind of always means you always have a direction to move in.
Yeah.
But
yep. So yeah, there are weapons and accessories in this game, and so the weapons obviously are for the most part things that attack and do damage, except for the laurel, which sucks. I don't even know why that's a weapon. Like that should be
I want
an
a game
accessory.
with the laurel.
Did you really?
I want to. Yeah.
What were your other 5 weapons?
I'll have to pull it up. I don't remember, but it was definitely like the other 5 were so strong that I didn't need it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and then
not dying is good.
But the laurel only you get 1 hit, and by the end like you're getting swarmed. So if you get
3.
touched, like
you eventually get 3 charges for it, and they recover faster. So it's like it's not terrible.
Especially, and if you have a lot of the cooldown thing, then.
I want hyper.
Hey,
I
have Super Bird.
Super Bird. I saw somebody refer to him as Gay Pride Bird because all the bullets are rainbow colored.
Rainbow bird. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, the Pride Bird is good. The Pride Bird is really good, especially once you upgrade him to level 8. Then
so
it's like really good.
There's 2 birds. There's a white bird and a black bird, and you can upgrade each of them to level 8. And then when they get to level 8, they combine into a super bird, and then you can level that up to level 8, and then you also get a weapon slot back, so you can like get another weapon on top of that.
Wow.
I really want them to add the dragon and the turtle. If we're just gonna rip off
if we're just scribbing from.
I mean, they might. They just arbitrarily dropped 2 new characters like on last weekend, like with no announcement.
Yeah. This game is doing huge on Steam. It's actually so there's a mobile game that came out last year called
this feels like a mobile game, honestly. Like even just like the interface of it like kind of feels like
called Magic Survival.
Same developer?
No, it's a different. It came out like early last year, and this is kind of a direct kind of rip off of that. That game, it's all right, but playing a game like this on a phone sucks because like
your hand is
anyways.
in the way.
Your hand is in the way, and I don't like virtual joysticks. But that game has like cool art, and I would be happy to play it. If there's ever a PC
some better
version.
format, yeah.
I've been eyeballing Windows 11 to mess with some of the Android on Windows stuff, but apparently that doesn't work that good yet. So.
I don't know. I just got a new phone this week, and I am hating the Windows on Android stuff. All of a sudden like Outlook and shit is like on my phone, and OneDrive, and it's like, hey, you should like do stuff with this, and I'm like, no, go away. Stop telling me that.
So I won with Laurel with Garlic Bible, Axe, Knife, and what's the other one? And Cross. So yeah, that's like nothing's gonna get through that.
So Garlic Bible is sort of, especially if you're kind of like early game upgrading the garlic like I'm trying to do. It's kind of broken. Like
Hellfire. Have you guys gotten Hellfire yet?
Yeah.
Hellfire rules.
They just added that, I think, with the.
Did they just add that? That's the fire wand, right?
Was it there?
Yeah,
fire wand.
Fire wand. That's pretty good.
They didn't add any new weapons. They just added the new characters or like weapon combos or anything. But yeah.
And they added like 1 more achievement, right, or something, or 2 more maybe to unlock the new characters.
3, 2 for the new characters.
I currently have fully upgraded whip, scythe, fire, and bird.
So fully upgraded whip,
pretty good.
Whip kind of sucks, but fully upgraded whip is kind of good because it steals health
great.
from
Yeah, no, whip's great.
I don't like.
I don't think it's.
You have
whip,
to
I don't like.
you have to move up and down in order to use
Yeah.
it effectively. Like you have to move to the bottom and then like come up through the bottom of enemies. But
I want to run. I usually almost always take Bible or garlic.
Usually,
or both.
almost always.
Yeah.
Really,
I
a
did
lot
wanna
I appreciate.
respect his qualifiers.
I did win a run without.
I feel like Joe
it
would be the
did
only
use
person that would
whip.
have any idea what I meant there.
Anyway, point is, whip's all right because, like I said, I won with it. But
I mean, but if you have garlic Bible,
if
like,
you have garlic Bible,
then
they'll never.
it kind of
get to
doesn't
the
really
whip.
matter what else you
Yeah.
have.
I like to
as
take
much.
the area of effect upgrades, and I don't like
Yeah.
that in combination with the Bible because it pushes them
pushes
too far
them
away
too
from the
far out.
character.
Yeah, that's true.
So if like I love having like giant stuff on the screen. So
Oh man,
I end
super
up, I end
spicy
up
curry.
using the Bible more, but it can be quite good. Yeah.
I do. I love the flamethrower pickup, which like I don't even.
I just saw that for the first time.
Yeah,
like 5 minutes ago.
it's wild.
I was like,
right?
oh my
it just-
God.
it does so much.
Okay, hold on. Let me clear all this out.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like if you get one at the
literally.
right time, it's just like it saves your ass, you know.
Yeah.
And
All right,
I don't know what the fuck's going on right now.
I got a fully upgraded bone.
Whoa.
I also have a level 8 rune tracer, so
Nice.
and a
I'm
bunch of
working on
area of
that.
effect upgrades, so they're like giant.
Yeah.
Nice.
Speed goes really well with Rune Tracer as well.
Yeah, I'm 7 minutes in, and I've got a fully upgraded weapon. So like, this is a good run so far. I'm in pretty good shape.
Yeah. Honestly, the biggest problem with whip for me is that it is tied to the hollow heart
Yeah, the
Yeah.
hollow
accessory,
heart
which
kinda
means
sucks.
which is just like a straight max HP boost, which I just don't think is that useful.
Yeah, none of the defense. I don't find really any of the defensive type items to be all that. The armor, the
Right.
hollow
Well,
heart,
just-
Armor's terrible. Don't
And
take armor.
In a game that is about doing ridiculous things and having ridiculous shit be on screen all the time, like picking the thing that makes it less ridiculous and just lets you live longer isn't that much fun.
Right.
Right?
Even I, as someone who often will go after the thing, that lets you turtle or whatever more, I was like, that doesn't seem like a good plan.
Right.
Until they add the literal turtle from Castlevania.
Castlevania. Yeah.
Yeah, where's the? Oh, you already said that. Never mind. I was gonna say, where's the dragon? I'm like, wait, you said
I
that
did.
like,
Yeah.
yeah,
And the
Listen,
kitty cat.
and a cat.
Kitty cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
Let's
cat.
do it.
Yeah.
Get them in here.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
They put Maria in,
And
but they
I-
didn't put that shit in.
Is Maria? I guess one of them is supposed to be
Not
Maria.
really.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's like two.
what's their
Sithas.
fake? What's their
Right.
fake Belmont? I can't
I
think
can't
of it. 'cause I'm
remember
not on the
now.
screen,
I'd
but
have to
it's,
pull it.
it's
Uh,
like
well-
Belpeasy or something.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous.
I do like that instead of Simon, it's Antonio though.
Yeah.
That's like seems like a weird choice, but good. How did a chest get back here?
Just lucky, I guess.
No, it spawned like way behind me. Oh, because I have rune tracers. All right, never mind.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, because something that carried a chest died
Rune
over
tracers
there?
make
Like, I mean,
rune tracers make getting the vacuum orb very exciting
yeah.
because there's always
I-
tons of
in my-
shit.
I'm
off
always
screen.
excited about the vacuum.
In my previous run, that was the first time I'd seen that. I was like, oh,
Yeah, this feels real good.
so much, so many gems.
Give me all these gems.
Yeah.
I'm gonna level
So-
up like 10 times.
I definitely am still enjoying this game, but I will say that I think I enjoyed it the most when I was figuring it out.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm at the point where I have figured it out, and I'm like, whatever. It's still fun as hell.
It's still
Like,
fun as hell, for sure.
It needs some new stuff
but
now.
it needs more. It needs more
But it's like-
stages.
it's
'cause
$3 and it's
right.
early
Yeah,
access.
That's
it's
the
$3.
thing. It's
yeah,
$3. I would have paid. Like I've paid,
I would've paid way
10,
more.
15, $20 for games that I didn't get.
You would
nearly as
expect to
much.
pay 10, 15, or $20
That's
for this.
But no. Ooh. All right, I got both birds.
You win.
Got a fully upgraded rune tracer. We're at the 10. We're about to hit the
Definitely
10-minute mark. We got fully upgraded bone, fully upgraded rune tracer, and we got both
That's
birds.
a lot of shit for 10 minutes.
I got garlic with like my second drop, so I've been fucking up low-level enemies. Like, just continuously and getting a lot of gems.
What's your guys' favorite map? You like the library or the?
The library is easier, so it feels like kind of lame to say the library, but the library actually has like terrain and stuff, and it's not just
Well, they
like...
added that.
They added that to the forest.
The forest now.
Oh, did
That
they?
was
I
in the
don't think I've
pack.
gone back and
Yeah.
actually played the forest since.
So yeah, the forest has like little bushes and trees and shit in it, and then
Ponds.
yeah, but
They,
now
we'll say vernal pools, since this is a Castlevania thing. That sounds more gothic. Right?
sure.
Yeah.
Pools of despair.
But that's obviously why Green Acres is what the forest used to be.
Well, but now,
It's
but the
also the
enemies are
place
buffed.
for me.
Yes.
Yeah, the enemies are stronger, but I mean, just like the stage is literally what it used to
Right.
be. They're
Yeah,
also
I actually haven't
apparently
gone
the
back and
music-
played the other.
There's
Fucking
new
song
music in the
this game.
library.
Yes.
Such
Um,
nonsense.
which is good. And then I guess there's an option to turn the old song back on because I guess it was not safe to stream. I guess that was something that was licensed or something.
Oh.
No, that's.
Um,
I hate that.
So
shit.
well, there's literally an option that's like streamer safe, and that puts the new music on. But I don't know.
Yeah.
But the old
Well,
music is also good. So library's got the fucking good music.
Man,
that's
I'm getting
one
a
point
whole.
for
I'm getting
library.
encroached upon by a lot of feed me Seymour action here. This is. There we go. Disappear. Get thee to a nunnery. All right,
By the way, Heaven's Sword is really
we're
good.
back in business.
Yeah.
Heaven's Sword
Also-
is really good.
Also, there was a game called Death State that came out in like 2015, which was kind of like what this is, but not as ridiculous.
Therefore, worse.
But it's the same thing where you're just like you can just move around and then your guy just auto shoots and you just get upgrades. Also, the art and the font and stuff reminds me of You Must Build a Boat or 10 Million.
I can totally see that actually, and
Yeah, which
I've
is also
never
kind of the
talked to
same.
anybody else that has played that game.
What,
Either
You
of those
Must
games.
Build a
right?
Boat.
Oh man, You Must
Yeah.
Build a Boat is one of the best mobile games. It's what an incredible thing that is.
What
you
did-
build a boat in that game?
You must.
Not, I mean, kind of.
Thank you, Joe.
I mean, the game is only sort of
I mean,
tangentially about
yeah.
boats.
Yeah.
Not well, I
I
know.
mean, what do you do in
There's
that
a
game?
boat
I
in
mean,
it.
you must build a boat.
Okay,
but
as
I
long
don't
as
know
there's a
about
boat in
anything
it.
else.
You should play it. If you guys like this, you should try that out because it's kind of the same. It's
Yeah,
you're like a guy running through a dungeon that auto attacks, and then like at first you're way too weak, and then you like get a bunch of upgrades, and then you're just like running through everything, destroying everything, in kind of the way that this game is. But also you're like making a crew and like sailing around on a boat, going from dungeon to dungeon.
Nice. So this game kind of reminded me. It's not like it. It's hard for me to fully explain, I guess, why it reminded me of it. But do you guys remember Half Minute Hero
Yeah,
on
The
the
name,
PSP?
I don't think I ever actually played it.
I think
I
I
played
actually
that.
think
It
you
was a
would
good
like
time.
it.
It was a
Alex.
PSP thing,
It
right?
was a PSP thing, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just like a super short. Oh fuck, duplicator,
Hell yeah.
duplicator pull.
Yeah, duplicators are good.
Yeah, it I don't this isn't quite the same, but Half Minute Hero is an RPG where like the game always lasts 30 seconds. And it really doesn't play much like this at all, but for some reason, I guess maybe it was the pixel art and the kind of like
And it's the same
super
thing. It's
short.
kind of similar where you like upgrade your like at first you're
Yeah.
like super weak and then you get super strong and you just like mow through everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that game was a good time. Also, that game takes into account the 30-second thing and like
Yes.
even when you're fast and you're making progress a lot of the time.
Yes. Yes. It kind of makes me want to pull that game out because I haven't played that game in probably, I don't know, a decade. That game's a decade old at least at this
Old,
point.
yeah, I don't know.
Jesus. Werewolves, not swearwolves. Werewolves, not swearwolves.
All right, I got a minute and a half left. I think we're
Yeah.
gonna do it.
Same.
So I'm
Level
at 13
78.
minutes and I'm doing
92.
I also find I level a lot faster and further in the library.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Library is just overall easier,
It's
like
easier.
in every way. Which is weird because it's the second stage you unlock, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the devs felt like, you know, the first time that you like your understanding the game is easier when there's no like terrain to deal with. Although I guess now there is. In
Now
the
there
garden,
is.
So maybe that theory doesn't hold in the same. the same way. But yeah, that's what we didn't mention that. This game is 30 minutes. The best run is 30 minutes. You cannot get more than 30 minutes.
Once you figure it out, your goal is just to become as powerful as you can in 30 minutes, basically.
Although I have apparently heard that, like, you can get a second Reaper to spawn, so I don't know how long you have to stay alive for that to happen, but...
The most I've seen is somebody, they took the freeze gun, and then they just, like, froze death a bunch of times so that he couldn't get to them, but even then it was, like, 20, 30 seconds before they did catch up to him, so I don't know, maybe, I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
20 seconds.
I also have 20 seconds.
Jesus.
I don't have to move.
Oh, triple treasure.
9. I still have to move because I don't have the Bible. Like a chump.
I don't have Bible or garlic, but I don't have to move because of the
4,
side from the bird.
3, 2.
Oh shit.
1.
Happy New Year.
I'm dead. 30 in 3 seconds.
Fuck you, Death.
Did it.
Have either of you gotten the 5,000 gold challenge yet?
Yeah.
I've
just
got
got
all the achievements except
8,600.
like whatever the one that I have to do for the priest. That's the only one that I haven't gotten yet, which I don't even know what that is. What is that one? What do I have to do to unlock the priest?
The priest get 5,000 gold.
Oh, I had 5,000. Oh, I must have spent it before that was added.
in one life.
Oh, in one go. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Definitely refund your power-ups and put money into the one that gives you more money. That's a good idea for that.
That's the way to go. Well, I think refunding my power-ups might... Oh, yeah, but you said it has to be in one run.
Do it at any time. So, yeah, it's got to all be in one run.
The treasure chest theme is also very good.
Oh, the treasure chest theme is awesome.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's actually the thing that reminds me most of You Must Build a Boat.
That also has a good treasure chest theme?
It's like basically the exact same thing. Not the theme, but like the animation. And I can't believe you guys haven't played You Must Build a Boat. I feel like that's like... Or 10 million, I guess, was the first of those.
10 million came first, yeah.
Yeah. But that was like one of the early popular like mobile phone things. It was like that and Words with Friends and other 10 million's probably maybe a
Jetpack Joyride.
Jetpack
Well, I
Joyride,
definitely
yeah.
played Jetpack Joyride.
Man, I haven't played normal in a while, and just seeing it is like...
It looks really
disorienting.
slow, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't cleared this stage on normal yet, so that's what I'm...
You can get
trying
those
to
games
do.
on. You can get those games on Steam for
Can you really?
$6.68. Both of them.
I was really irritated at some point. I went back to play more 10 million and like all my progress had disappeared.
Oof.
I don't know what went wrong, but
Have to start over.
yeah.
There's a vacuum orb. This is gonna be fucking ridiculous when I pick that fucking orb up. I need these mantises to fucking clear out. So there we go. Oh yeah.
Apparently, they also put out a game called Photographs, which in the Steam description is Photographs is a narrative tragedy puzzle game? ? What the hell does that mean?
Okay. From the same people?
From the same people, yeah. I didn't realize that they'd even put anything else out.
Me neither.
I'm gonna add this to my wish list,
Yeah.
or maybe pick it up on my phone.
So many levels.
But yeah, I don't know. I played like 10 hours of Vampire Survivors, and it might be coming to an end. But
Belpaese.
Belpease.
Paese.
Also,
Abundanza.
somebody spent a lot of time working on that lady's butt crack on the
Title screen.
screen.
I mean, if you're gonna have a butt crack,
Yeah,
shouldn't
I mean-
it be lovingly rendered?
Yes. Didn't we? I mean, Eric, wasn't part of your thing about the Final Fantasy VIII HD mix to see the butt crack and how well the butt crack was rendered in HD?
Well, Final Fantasy 9.
No, Final Fantasy
Yeah.
9. Sorry, yes.
Yeah, Garnet's butt crack. Yeah, they spent a lot of time on that also.
As you do.
As one must.
I bet Garnet was happy you spent a lot of time on her butt crack.
You must render a butt crack.
Talk about 10 million.
Lord.
Wasn't there like 3 million polygons in 2B's ass or something?
Oh, I remember that. Was that who was that?
It was like an article. Or
yeah,
something.
yes, I remember that conversation.
I don't want to Google 2B ass polygons. I was about to.
That's a
well, just have safe search on, and you'll probably get the article instead of
Yeah.
In fact, when you go to the "You Must Build a Boat" page on Steam, it says similar to games you've played, Vampire Survivors.
Nice.
There you go. I guess I'm not the only one who felt that way.
But build a boat, $4.99.
It's like a puzzle matching thing.
$2 whole more than
where you match tiles to make. Remember when that was a thing?
Yes.
When there were RPGs based on. But
Puzzle Quest 3. There was like an ad for it on. Was it on Steam or on Switch? Now that I'm thinking of, I just saw an ad for. Or no, it was a trailer on my YouTube feed of like Puzzle Quest 3 coming soon, and I was like, really?
Wow.
we're still doing those, huh?
only the third one, huh?
Yeah, apparently.
I feel like there's been like 5 million Puzzle Quests.
Well, there's been
Oh,
5 million like Puzzle Quest alikes for sure.
Yeah.
I can buy
and like thematic
Sparkle 2
upgrades.
and Spooky bonus as well.
There was a WWE like free to play mobile version.
I don't know,
of
it's
that,
some
Eric.
bundle.
Oh.
10 million, the dungeon crawling matching game. You didn't say this was like a puzzle game.
He just did. He just said.
No, I know just now, but I thought you said you just walked around and was that something different?
No. Yeah. There's a roguelike game that's similar to this in that you walk and shoot automatically. That I have now forgotten the name of, but
No. Yeah, that's
that
what
came
I
out,
thought
like,
this
that
was.
came like 6 years ago. No, this is We Must Build a Boat is it's a puzzle matching thing, but the way you like upgrade reminds me of this, and also like the font and the treasure box opening animation looks very similar.
It's time to throw a million fucking knives at a million fucking monsters.
Boo.
Get fucked.
Knife's not very good.
At this point, it's actually not, but like I picked it up early because it was like the
But
best
also,
thing
how
I've
about
had.
a million of them?
Yeah, right, exactly.
I don't enjoy knife until I get it fully upgraded, at which point I enjoy knife quite a bit.
That is fair.
That's a knife.
It's like 8,000 knives.
That's a hail of knives.
Yeah.
It really is. It really is.
You shouldn't have taken the Spellbinder. Why'd you take that? Oh, I guess for Rune Tracer.
Yeah, man.
I think the candle would have been better. Big stuff.
Big stuff is good.
Big stuff
Big
is
stuff.
good. That's true.
That one character that starts with the big stuff bonus.
But I have the
Stuff
birds,
big.
so I was trying to think of like what am I gonna pick up? What am I more likely to want to take after the birds merge?
Once you get the rainbow bird, it doesn't matter.
Holy
You
shit.
just win. What's that?
I just
Are you just tuned into
hit
the
something
stream?
that No, I just hit something that annihilated everything on screen.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah, there's a
cross.
cross, just like
Castlevania.
Yeah.
Like Castlevania.
I wasn't looking right there. I
Yeah.
was looking at what was following me to figure out where I was going to go. I was like, I'll pick that thing up. Oh.
Also, there's
Awesome.
times in this game where you will just completely disassociate and won't have any idea
Yeah.
what's actually happening. Right?
So, like-
It's just this, especially in the forest level when there's like the skeleton wave does that to me, where it's just like I can't actually look at the screen because it makes me kind of sick.
I can see
So
that.
pentagram is garbage, right? Like we're on the same page, everybody.
Yeah.
Pentagram sucks.
Yeah, I never really tried it because it also destroys. It destroys
It
everything
destroys.
on screen,
Yeah, right. That's why it
including-
sucks.
But if you have high luck, then supposedly it doesn't destroy the
Oh,
experience gem, so maybe it's
Oh.
okay. And like you have to get some clovers and then maybe try it, and then it would be worth it. I don't know.
But
although
then
I
you'd
don't
have to
know-
take clovers.
I wonder if
Pride bird in effect.
Well, so the clover upgrades the boomerang.
Ross, yeah.
Yeah, so like it's a pretty good thing to have anyways, because the upgraded boomerang is really good.
Upgraded boomerang is super good. Yeah.
Yes. The holy sword.
Heaven's Sword.
Heaven's sword.
Yeah, which I have to keep not reading as Heaven's Word, the Final Fantasy 14 expansion. Because every time I look at it, I'm like, Heaven's Word, and I'm like, wait.
Oh wait, that's not.
Wait, I should be playing this other thing.
Also, not to be confused with Heaven's smile.
Yeah.
No, this game isn't as cool as this game is. It's not as cool as that game.
That's true.
I mean, nothing is as cool as Killer
Nothing is
7.
as cool as
so-
Killer 7, yeah. Game fucking rules.
That game fucking rules.
Did you
Excuse me
guys
while
play?
I
Did you guys
look
play
up-
the HD version that came out on Steam a couple of years ago?
I
No,
bought
but I
it,
watched
I
you
haven't.
play it. What do I need to upgrade the cross? Someone remind me.
Clover.
Is,
Clover.
Clover. Okay, I'm gonna take the cross then. I'm gonna take the cross. We'll fuck up.
I'm just looking up what all the shirts that Travis wears are. I think my favorite might be Power Lunch, but I'm not sure.
I would wear a Power Lunch T-shirt.
What
Yeah.
too, man? Fuck.
Where did you find this list?
I didn't. I just found like a few random. I'm looking
Okay.
for it. Yeah. Apparently, you can buy from multiple places the one that says "Bad Girl," which makes sense. But
Of course you can.
and then there's the one that says "Sexual." I remember that. But those are the only ones I can find.
Get fucked,
God.
bat.
The swarm of skeletons was a lot easier when my garlic was much more upgraded.
Oh yeah.
That's true and accurate.
I mean, the swarm of skeletons is like your first DPS check in the
It
that
is.
first
yeah.
round.
My
And then
DPS
and then
is
it-
not good enough.
And then it ratchets it up even more when they throw the werewolf ghost wave at you a couple minutes later.
Yep.
I don't know. Anyways, that game is nonsense.
This game is it's ridiculous, but I love it. It's very much like, I mean, like a lot of roguelikes, right? It's got that one more game. I think the fact that it's limited to 30 minutes, it helps with that too, right? Because it's like, with Hades, there was definitely like a one more game thing, but sometimes it was like, okay, if I
No
play
more-
this
no
again,
more game.
right? If I start a new run now, and it's a good run, it could
Perfect.
take an hour, and like, I don't know that I want to do that right now.
I felt that game of all the ones of those that I've ever played, that was the one that was easiest for me to stop mid-run and then pick it back up again.
Yeah.
Which one?
I very rarely
Hades.
did. Yeah, Hades.
Oh,
I
yeah.
very rarely stopped mid-run on that one.
I also very rarely stop, but
But that one and
Yeah,
Dead
I
Cells,
just
I
felt
think,
like
were the
like
ones
I
where
could
I could
do
do
it. Like
it.
whereas, yeah, if I was
Yeah.
playing like Slay the Spire or I don't know, Binding of Isaac or Splunky
Actually,
or whatever,
fights in
I
tight
never
spaces, a full run of fights in tight spaces takes a while. I had no problem stopping
Yeah.
that and picking it up. Although sometimes I'd have to like check my deck and be like, wait, what am I doing? What do I
Now,
have?
you have to check your deck, or I would say that you probably would inspect your deck.
Inspect my deck, yes.
Wreck your deck.
And check my neck.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I thought you were supposed to protect that.
yes, also that.
Well, that's why you have to check
That's
it.
why you have to check it.
Okay. I did find a list of all the different T-shirts that Travis wears, and there's way more than I remember.
Well,
Could
that's
you-
because now there's
that-
3 of those games, plus, like, Travis Strikes Again, so...
No, Travis Bell in
Yeah, Travis
Killer
Bell.
7, the Ghost.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
the
yeah.
shitty Travis, but the cool Travis.
Yeah, the one who's dead and just like
The one that you murdered.
says dumb shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I read them?
Yeah.
How many
Okay.
are there?
This is
I don't
relevant to my
know.
interest.
All right. Funky, Bad Girl, Love, Dream, Pillow Talk, L.A., Sexual, Pillow Talk again. So we won't count that. That's 7.
Uh-huh.
That's the first stage.
So
Number
you would
1.
say that's a Killer 7 t-shirts.
Oh, maybe there's 7 in each stage. Let's test.
would
Number
make
1,
sense.
like spelled out: Carnival, Good Shape, Power Lunch, Good Luck, Broadband, and that's only 6.
Power
Okay.
Lunch is still.
Power Lunch is still the winner so far. Magnum, Scorpion, Boomerang, Spiral, Rainbow. New stage, lariat, hustle, neck hanging, and spinning, which is spelled wrong, toe. I'm still feeling power lunch.
Sometimes you gotta put someone in a spinning toe hold, you know?
Alternative, new wave, mad chester, digital rock, beat rock, gothic metal, neo-acoustic, social worker's pretty fun.
Neo-acoustic social worker. You have to combine those two? And
Yeah,
then it's
that's good. Rave, new romantic, summer 2002, how to go, World's End Supernova, highway, rock and roll, New York, Bali, 656. This one's blank. Nairobi, Lockerbie. I don't know what that means. Beirut.
Lockerbie is a town in Scotland.
There you go. So they're all like places. Okay. So
They're
yeah,
not
I
all
think the winner.
places.
The winner. Well, I mean, in that last little stretch. So yeah, I think the winner is clearly Power Lunch.
Power lunch is
I
very
mean,
good.
spinning toe is that's
misspelled spinning toe especially has a certain power to it.
pretty good.
that I-
Only one end. I don't know. I'm sticking with Power Lunch.
That's because you have no respect for the funker.
Correct.
That's because he doesn't know who that is.
Also
Well,
correct.
But if he did,
But if he did,
He would have no respect
he
for
would.
it.
how dare
No,
you.
he does because we talked about Roadhouse on the Action Cast, so he knows
That's
who the
true.
funker is.
That's right, yeah. He's at least seen the funker.
That's right. Which I sent you a Terry Funk sticker, didn't I, Eric? Or no?
Yes, you did. I have it somewhere.
Was it the forever one? Was it
Yeah,
that
him
one?
and the. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I finally got around to finishing the Dark Side of the Ring episodes that Megan doesn't want to watch because they're about like deathmatch promotions and shit. And the one about Atsushi Onita and FMW, which of course features plenty of interview footage with Terry Funk, is pretty good. But it has a lot of clips of like no rope barbed wire matches and as you would expect.
I would expect that.
Yes. Yes. That's a good show. I don't know if you have a way to watch it, Eric, or if you have watched all of
I
the...
don't think so.
I feel like some of them they put on YouTube, but like not all of them.
Yeah, I watched one. I think. The it might have been the what's his face, the guy that was knifed and killed.
Oh, Bruiser Brody.
Yeah, I think the Bruiser Brody one was free on YouTube. I don't know. Did you guys watch that Risk of Rain 2 trailer?
I watched the trailer for the end or for the Railgunner specifically.
Yeah, that was the one I posted in Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah, sniper.
Yeah. Looks good. I'm into it. You said it's
It's
a
not a
paid it's paid
character.
DLC. It's not just
$10.
It's $10 if you get it like the week it comes out.
and what
There's
if I
like
don't?
like that's also a new stage, so there's like
Oh,
new
nice.
stages, new music, new everything.
Yeah. Looks like there's a few new stages. It's like an ice one and like a purple place. I don't know. I don't remember.
A purple place for dying.
There's a whole bunch of new stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm into it. That's gonna. I assume that everybody else is gonna get that. We're gonna play some of that. That's gonna be a thing.
I am.
All right, I'll
Down.
boot it up.
Down.
When does it come out? Or
Right
is
now.
it out? It's out
March
already.
1st.
Oh,
March.
March 1st. Okay, I was gonna say I didn't.
Are
Think
you
it was
really
out
booting
yet.
it up, Alex?
Yeah.
I'll play it right now with you.
All right, let's do it. Where is it? Steam, help me out.
You,
There we go.
you deleted
There's a
it to
search
make
bar.
room for something else.
Unplug my controller. Here we go.
Man, this game is
28.
great.
Got a minute
Have
and
I
a
only
half
played-
left, fellas. Minute and a half.
I only played Risk of Rain 2 for 70 hours. It seems like I've played it more than that.
That's about twice as much as I've played.
So
I mean,
that's
I
a lot
also,
more
like,
than
have-
I've played.
I also have other friends who also play Risk of Rain, and we also played it together. So it's like that's why I'm like and I've also played it a bunch on my own. So I'm like, I feel like I've played it more than that, but I guess I haven't. Oh fuck! I'm gonna be Spider-Man. Hell yeah! This game's great.
That game is
You'll
great.
You'll do whatever a spider can.
I'm really glad that they went like a totally different direction with it, because I kind of bounced off the first one.
Yeah.
Maybe it was because it was such a fucking chore to play multiplayer in the first one. Like, that may have been a factor as to why I didn't love it as much.
Mm-hmm.
But
also, just
45 seconds.
Everything was too small.
Yes.
I got
that was
lost
my biggest
too
problem.
Easy. I would lose my character. And then...
I couldn't tell what the fuck was going on because I couldn't see anything.
But see, well, I don't know. You don't wear glasses either, but I was gonna say maybe it's just because I have to wear glasses, and like so everything is smaller by default.
What?
So, I'm probably gonna end the stream after I finish this run, which is gonna be in 15 seconds. But Eric, did you? We typed a little bit, but man, the fucking Royal Rumble was just the fucking drizzling shits, man. Holy shit! And I haven't seen anybody who said they liked it. Oh no, it's the Grim Reaper! Fuck you! Get away from me! Oh no, the Grim Reaper got me.
I'm a few seconds behind because that's how streaming works.
Yes, it is. I did it.
Yeah, it was. I don't know, man.
The Pride Bird did 4 million damage on that run.
Bird does a lot of damage.
Bird does a shitload
Bird's really
of
strong.
damage.
I mean, the problem is that the bird is kind of a little unreliable until you get the fully upgraded version of it.
Oh, it's useless.
Yeah.
I think.
I don't think it's useless, but it's tough. It's like playing as the Luck Ghost is hard at the beginning because he starts with one of the birds, and it's like, oh, well, so I can't do shit. I have to just cross my fingers that I'm going to do damage. But the Heaven Sword did 8.1 thousand DPS per DPS. I was just about to say DPS per second, which is redundant. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so the only thing in the whole show I really enjoyed, I think, was the Rollins Roman Reigns match. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Seth Rollins doing the dumb shield thing.
Yes.
And I like that he like the story of that match of him getting in Roman Reigns' head so much that Reigns just kind of broke down and DQ'd himself was pretty good. But and I guess the Becky Lynch match was all right, but
it was fine.
It was fine.
But both Rumbles were the shits. And
the women's Rumble at least had some other stuff going on, but it was like they definitely dredged up the like reeking corpses of a bunch of people that.
Well, a whole bunch of people apparently just told them no, and more have been coming out. Like, so they wanted the Iconics to come back, and they were like,
yeah, you told me that when we were watching it.
And then Nia Jax just did Renee Paquette's podcast, and she said they asked her, and she told them to get fucked. Like, they just fired her, and then they were like, come back for the Rumble.
Let her go, yeah.
And it's just like, dude, like, Cesaro and Finn Balor were both not in the Rumble. And, like, that goof in the suspenders and like Baron Corbin and Madcap Moss. I apologize. Anyways, I'm gonna end the stream now because now it's like Wrestle Talk and maybe we're gonna play Risk of Rain and I don't want to worry about streaming that. At this
I'm just gonna keep pressing it until you do it. So just you need to accept that.
Thanks everybody for hanging out. We'll be back next week with something else. Good night.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Fuck Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, right.